Alright, we are live. Let me pull up the stream so I can monitor the chat that might not get anybody. Pop open a cold one. Dr. Pepper, that is. And let's get started. Alright. So, I have been playing on a separate profile. Obviously. I have made much more progress. And I'm going to be making a few changes to this character. Because I have learned a thing or two playing on my own. And I've realized that I have made some very dumb choices. So, the first thing that I did, the game is way more fun on story mode. So I changed the difficulty to story mode. It's going to be easier, but I'm going to have a much more enjoyable time, which is what I want. I want to enjoy this game. I don't want to hate it every time I get into combat, and you get into a lot of combat. So, that was the first thing I did. Wrong button. The second thing that I'm going to do is I am going to find my ship. There it is. And I'm going to respect some points because having a companion is pretty awesome. They distract enemies for you. They actually do damage to enemies. And they get involved in conversations you have with other characters, which I like. So, that being said, having a perk where you deal more damage having a companion kind of becomes pointless at this point. So, we're going to change this.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
Alright. 500 bits? Fine. Alright. First things first. We are going to pump points into that. Going to pump points into that. Pump points into that. Pump points into that. We'll do that. Alright. Yep, see, I already got something new. Now, perks. We're gonna go that. And what else did I pick? We're gonna go that. Boom. Alright. Okay. Boom. Alright. That's done. Now. What quest do I have? We're gonna do that. And we're gonna run past a couple of places that I have explored, that I know of.
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification,
I know.
the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
Yeah, these guys suck. That's pointless. I just shot off all of his limbs. Boom. See, obviously that looked way easier than previously, but at least I'm not getting frustrated, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. There was some challenge. I still had to back away from them. They still got some hits out on me. I don't have nearly as much health. I'll say that much. Since I was on normal during that auto mechanic, the mechanical fights, they used up a lot of my health. So, obviously I don't have all that health, but you get it back. But yeah, there was this spot, and then there's a spot over here where there's a small little bandit group that had a lot of cool stuff. Oh. Boom. Yeah. Melee weapons kind of suck. Don't use them. In my opinion, I wouldn't use them. Stick with the guns. Hi. Yeah, my other campaign, I have like over 1,000 ammo in each bit because you collect so much of it. Hey, pal. Oh, the hunting rifle is another amazing weapon if you're trying to if you get a good vantage point and you just see a bunch of enemies, you will light them up. It is awesome. What am I wearing right now? Shoot. Okay. I'm gonna pop you in on here. Alright. Yeah, I got some decent armor. Yeah, I also found out how you can level up armor. Which we'll be doing that later. Once I level up more and I actually have stuff. Because I've gotten a few extra hours of playing this in, so I know some future stuff that's going to happen, but at the same time, oh, that's fine. Oh, a grenade launcher. Nice. A weapon I don't use and I can sell for money. And I'm not going to make all the same choices, because some of them were mistakes.
Great work. Something you need?
Okay, yeah, no extra dialogue. Jay actually has a whole quest line later on that's pretty fun. Alright. Let's go do this quest. Did I grab that? I can't tell. I think I did. Have I been here before? I don't remember. That's the geothermal plant, I think. So I think I have been here before. And I forgot how much that shotgun sucks. Parvati, we're gonna really quickly give you that. I'll take that because that's what I wanted. I know how to manage all this now. I need to get more health. Okay. It's also not a bad idea at all to explore everywhere. You find a lot of stuff. If you can grab it, that is.
Nice.
Ooh. Cool. Wrong button. Yeah, assault rifle is an amazing early weapon. I think I still have it. It's one of my better weapons. Because I learned how to tinker, and I leveled it up a lot. Find plenty of ammo for it. does nice damage. You can put a scope on it, which I don't like this scope. At the moment, I might get used to it, or I might just go to the one that I do use, which is way better. I'll take it. So far, no lag on the stream. That's good. 'Tis a shame nobody is watching at the moment, but that's totally fine. Wrong button. You're fine. Get up. Yeah, I will say that when I did this area for the first time, I did a lot better because I had an LMG that I just used to mow everybody down. But we survived. I'm fairly certain there's an upgrade area in here somewhere. Okay. Messages. Rosenberg. Everyone, the keycard encoder in the lobby is back up and running. Hopefully it won't go on the fritz again and start shooting keycards at anybody who walks by. As a reminder, in case it does break down again, you can borrow a keycard from the director or one of the workers in the second floor office if you lose your card. Director Pickett, I must lodge a complaint. Your obsession with this Mantiqueen is wasting all of our budget and holding up development on the entire exhibit. This has to stop. This letter is to update you regarding your request for one adult Mantiqueen. As you may remember, our trackers discovered a beautiful specimen out in the wild. Per your approval, we deployed a team of our highly skilled hunters to kill it for you. We regret to inform you that the entire team has perished. Please expect an invoice from your office including the cost of the gravesite fees as stipulated in our contract. Additionally, we must ask you to cover the cost of all equipment damaged, corroded, dissolved, eaten, or digested, partially or otherwise. Thank you for your patronage. Please allow me to offer you the opportunity to purchase the second hunting expedition at a 10% discount. I look forward to hearing from you. Sincerely, the Hunters and Trackers. Wow. Can't even kill a Mantiqueen. Is that the same armor that I'm wearing right now? God, no, that is a light version of it. Yeah. Vending machines, cool. We can make money real quick. Sell, yeah, let's sell stuff, alright. First, we're selling the grenade launcher, because we don't need it. Sell our pistols. Oh, that's a pristine assault rifle. I'm gonna keep that one. so let's we'll go in. No. Ah, balls. Swap you two out. We'll sell you. You probably sell for more anyway since you have an upgrade on it. Yeah. So, alright. Yeah, it doesn't have the sight anymore, which probably means I'll do better with it. I'm gonna get rid of the shotgun. I'm gonna get rid of the shotgun too. Shotgun kind of sucks. Okay. And I'll just have to upgrade and repair my armor later. That man just disintegrated. Also, electric pistol does not do well against these guys. Stick to the auto rifle. Yeah, if I remember correctly, in my other campaign, I've like since I am a few hours ahead, but I had like 40 health or 40 health packs by this point. Because I just, for one, I decided to explore a lot more, which I definitely should do. But I was just like, geez, man, I have so much health. Just gear in general, I found a lot of it. Got some tobacco. Picking stuff up can be a pain sometimes. Boys. I want to try something real quick. Let me... Okay. Ah, no, no! Wasting ammo. Dang it. I think I already picked up volume 3 of that when I was at the geothermal plant. Coming soon. Yeah, I don't have that yet, but I have faced one. I'm sure that'll give us some journal entries in the Codec. Codex. Codec. Let me just pop a squat real quick. Now that I read anything here. Oh, I have to hack it? Boo. We'll hack it. Alright. Encode first aid keycard. Okay. History of Emerald Vale exhibit. Synopsis. The history of Emerald Vale, once complete, will display the proud heritage of our settlement for generations to come, decorating the main hall of our noble community center. This elaborate diorama of memorabilia of our settlement's founding will embody the hard-working spirit of our Spacer family. The centerpiece of this grand exhibit will be a taxidermized mantiquine erected within our main lobby as a sign of civilization's victory over nature itself. How'd that work out for you? That's barred. Alright. Loot. What weapon do you have? 50? Yeah, you won't. Get out of here. Another one? Another. I'll take that. I think that's everything. Let us get out of here. Oh, hey, Hannah. I think I looked too late. You might not be here anymore, but it's nice to see you. I'm enjoying the game. Hi. That didn't do. Whoa. Your companion has leveled up and can be granted a new perk. Go to the companion page. Yeah. They level up. So I have to deal with it. That was something that I saw the last time I was playing. I'm like, wait, I have to deal with their level ups too? It's actually not that bad. It's pretty easy. So yeah, we leveled up this. So let's go level this up a bit. Because that actually is pretty important. And then... yeah, I made a mistake going handguns. Long guns is definitely better. But we'll pop you up 5. And then she gets 1. We're going to go and just go give her some base health for right now. But yeah, she gets some cool upgrades. Did I loot all of them? I think I did. I actually want to come over here real quick because I got a weapon exploring over here that is actually pretty awesome.
We can hear.
Yeah. I gotta be a little bugger. Don't know how I got Hyde out of that pile of dust. Oh, you are here. You just landed on the Groundbreaker. Yeah, I got there, in my personal playthrough off stream. That's a pretty cool place. Not gonna lie. There's lots of cool character stuff you can do there. But right now I'm just trying to catch up to myself. How are you enjoying the game? Oh man, we gotta hack it. So like a key card or something. I love that. I do like that if they're like, oh, you want to hack this door? Well, if you don't have it, if you look around, you might find something that'll help you. Which is what the shunts are for. They're for hacking. Which I'm sure if your score gets high enough, at some point you don't even need to use these. Alright, we'll unlock that door. Messages. Hey boss, I just wanted to check up on the new Saltuna Light project. I've been brainstorming some new taglines for the product line, and I think some of them will really catch our customers' attention. Dear Lawrence, I appreciate your hard work on behalf of our beloved brand of Saltuna. I've just received a response from corporate. They're not interested in your idea of a light version of the Saltuna brand because we'd rather not compete with ourselves. But they are interested in the idea of lighter Saltuna, effective immediately. We have been instructed to use heavier weighted cans so we can pack them with less Saltuna, thereby saving bits to every can. This is exactly the kind of breakthrough our Canary needs. In fact, our logistics department has just confirmed my request to have you transferred from the marketing division to the Canary. Can you imagine, Lawrence? You'll be rubbing elbows with your fellow workers in the canning line, filling each slightly heavier can with slightly less Saltuna, hour after hour, day after day. This is a great and tremendous honor for you and for me. Effective immediately, your position in our marketing division has been terminated. I expect you to report to our foreman tomorrow morning. Your uniform will be deducted from your pay. Well, that sucks. Alright. Ideas for Saltuna Light taglines. Melts on your fork, not in your mouth. Less fat, with some Saltuna flavor. It's brine time! Now with the satisfying crunch of cartilage. You can't spell Saltuna without salt. Note, also can't spell Saltuna without ants. Potential to market towards families. Leading scientists say it's still food. Saltuna will thank you. Warning, may cause auditory hallucinations. We'll add more later. Okay. All of those were terrible. I'm really happy they fired you for marketing. Yeah, I like that. Well, at this point, you don't know that, but you can have two companions traveling with you in this game. I think my favorite aspect of the companions is that when you're having dialogue with people, they will chime in every once in a while and even have their own dialogue with the character that you're speaking with. I know for a fact that on Groundbreak there is an entire questline that can span from that, so keep an eye out for that. Yeah, I can't wait to get into it as well. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of dialogue in this town that I did miss beforehand. Wilson! Not Wilson!
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
Esther Blaine. Hi.
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
Well, this hasn't happened before. He's got symptoms of something. You're saying it's psychosomatic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that.
Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
I get it. You need someone to smuggle your medicine under the table.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
Well, you're in luck. I've got that anthracillin right here.
Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types.
Oh, you know I'm gonna charm her. Never. That's harsh. At least leave me something to remember you by.
You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me.
I'm curious. Who are you gonna give that medicine to?
Somebody deserving. Silas, on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia, seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
Well, what do you do here?
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Alright, I'll leave you be. I thought you were Abernathy. Like, oh no, he sees me. I guess I should talk to him at least.
Somebody's been running around talking about the Hope. Wonder if that's a new drug of some kind.
I'm sorry, Abernathy. I gave that anthracillin to someone else.
You what? But why? I was dependent on you. Does it feel good? Robbing an old man of his last shred of hope?
I'm sorry. I did what I had to do.
Betray a man in his final hours? Of course. I understand. Well, I'd probably do the same to you, given the chance. So, you just here to watch me die, or what?
Well, geez, you don't have to be harsh about it. I'll leave you be. Hey, have you ever seen Star Trek? The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. I only know that because it's a famous quote. What quest am I on right now? Yeah, this. Why does it say Reed's message is cut off? I haven't done anything from dividing the power yet. Alright, I'm gonna speak to this Amelia because there was actually some nice dialogue here.
I don't know you.
I'm Cam.
Amelia Kin, Spacer's Choice Beverage Dispenser. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
Oh, perception or charm. What should I do? Perceptive or charm? I'll be perceptive. Something going on here that I should know about?
Am I that easy to read? Yeah, we've been having some problems lately. Loyalty issues, lines in the sand. I know where folk in Edgewater stand. But you, I don't know you. If you're gonna have a drink, I'd like to ask that you do it within the premises. Can't have you taking drinks over those deserters.
Yeah, Reed mentioned those deserters.
Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you?
Just felt like chatting.
Go ahead.
So, what's your story?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
Hey, I'm not trying to judge you. I'm just curious.
You're the first to ask after me in some time. I'll give you that. But I don't have a story to share. My family's worked Spacer's Choice for 2 generations, and I've lived in Edgewater just about all my life. Wanted to work in the sciences once upon a time. Would you believe it? That was a wild fancy. Glad I disabused myself.
So you had a dream about being a scientist. What happened?
What happened, you ask? What always happens when you're dreaming. I woke up. I just didn't have the brains for it. Asked too many questions. I wasn't suited to the work. So I did the right thing and worked the life I was always meant to live. Now that I'm behind a bar, I can ask all the questions I want. Important ones. Like, when are you gonna pay your tab? And would you like another round of cold, refreshing Zero-G?
Well, asking questions is the foundation of science. The best scientist asks too many.
Don't talk to me that way, please. Spent many years disabusing myself of that notion. Don't need you putting it back in my head. Lab work ain't for me. Never was. Never will be. Spacer's Choice put me where I belong, and for that, I am grateful.
So, you've been scrubbing dishes all your life?
What's wrong with that? It's good, honest work. Pots and pans don't scrub themselves. Glasses don't fill themselves either. Unless you're in Byzantium. I hear everything's automated there. Not that I'll ever find out.
Well, sounds like Spacer's Choice took care of you.
They did. They gave me a life. Gave me a purpose. This is where I belong.
Well, thanks for the story.
Not so fast. I told you about my life. Your turn to tell me about yours. So, what's your story?
You wouldn't believe it if I told you.
That right? Prove it.
I'm the last survivor of the colony ship Hope. Everyone else is frozen.
Ah, I know that serial drama. They were playing it just the other night. What was it called? The Last Spacer? You're right. I don't believe you. I'd advise you to keep that story unsaid. Don't want people thinking you're a loon.
Well, what if I told you I just got shot into space by a crazy scientist?
Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum.
I wish it was a joke. Honestly, I don't even know where I am.
Most folk forget where they're standing after a few drinks. Seems to me you've got a head start. Anyhow, whatever happens outside the walls is not my business. Only deserters and marauders wander out there, and I cannot tell you which I revile more. My world is these 4 walls, that door, and a row of mugs that need cleaning.
It almost sounds like you're afraid to go outside.
Let me make something clear. Spacer's Choice has been real good to me. The town's been real good to me. When I start gallivanting around outside the walls, poking around in places I shouldn't be, learning things I've got no right to know, people will talk. Won't ever catch me asking about the world outside. Else the town's gonna say Amelia's gone soft. That Amelia's pondering desertion. I don't want that.
Well, I suppose we've all got to do our jobs.
And be satisfied with our lot in life. drink their problems away. If they wanted to face their problems, they'd go see our vicar.
Alright. I should go. And, see, there's a couple of more people. There's the general store guy and then the vicar.
Holcomb, got my eye on you, girl. Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
What incident?
Ask her if you care. I'm running a business here.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
I've got some questions for you.
Go right ahead.
What's your take on this place?
What, you mean Edgewater? That's a peculiar question. This a test? Am I being tested right now? It's, fine and dandy. Couldn't be happier. Wouldn't want to spend my life working anywhere else. Prettiest little town on Terra 2.
I'm glad you're so optimistic.
I have every reason to be. I caught a real break working in a place like this. I don't get paid for banter. Was there something you needed?
Actually, there was.
Go right ahead.
Anybody I should watch out for?
Other than yourself? Definitely the vicar. Don't get me wrong. He seems a decent man, cut from church cloth, knows his scriptures. But there's something about him that bothers me. Like he's not one of us. Sometimes I suspect he doesn't even want to be here.
Thanks. Anyone else?
Amelia. Definitely Amelia Kemp. I advise against stepping foot in her drinking establishment altogether. Word is, they're gonna replace her with an auto-mechanical barkeep. She's, what's the word? Obsolete. You don't want to associate yourself with that kind of person.
So about this plague that's supposed to be going around.
Plague? I don't know anything about a plague. We are the very picture of hot-blooded physical vigor.
Is there a reason you feel like you have to hide what's going on?
You have got the wrong idea about me. I've got nothing that means hiding. Some of us who get sick are liable to exaggerate the conditions of that sickness. But the fact is, if you work hard, you have got no cause to worry.
What do you mean by that?
Survival of the fittest. It ain't just the law of nature, it's company policy. Medical treatment is commensurate with our value to society. Spacer's Choice will dispense medicine for the indispensable worker. Natural selection at work?
And if you don't work hard enough?
Then the hand of medical science will not grace you with its touch, and you must recover on the virtue of your own grit. Listen, you mind if we talk about something else? Rambling about company policy gets me feeling all lightheaded.
I'll just excuse myself.
Something you need?
You mentioned something earlier that I wanted to ask you about.
You mean why I'm not allowed in the store anymore?
There seems to be a story there.
There was a kind of a thing, the vending machine, when I was 12.
You were a kid. That must have been forever ago.
Sure, but folks got long memories. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know. So I did my thing. And next thing I know, there's a couple hundred bottles of Zero G rolling out the front door and into the road.
I can see how that would upset some people.
Right about then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Saltuna ships. And Mr. Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone would have to volunteer a third shift to get it all canned. Anyhow, you ever seen an auto loader run over a bottle of Zero G?
Go on.
Exploded all over Mr. Thompson. One bottle after another as the loaders went by. I was just shy of working age, so Dad had to pay all the damages. Rose still angry at me. I can laugh about it now, but I just about puked up my guts in terror in the moment. That's the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool.
Alright, let's get back to it.
I've always got weird.
Our place in the universe is fixed.
Good old Vicar.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison. Anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
How did you know I'm an outsider?
I've never seen you before. And there's been no paperwork indicating a transfer. Half the time it's wrong, but a new worker without paperwork? Unheard of. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here. Except for Miss Holcomb, who for some reason doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
I'm a bit surprised to hear you dismiss your parishioners so casually.
I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town.
Isn't it your job to raise that?
Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here.
Hold on a minute. Did you just refer to this town as a miserable place?
Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so.
What sort of spiritual advice do you offer here?
They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No. How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands.
I was actually asking what your religion was all about.
The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan.
What does OSI stand for?
The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also known as scientism to the layperson.
OSI? Scientism? Not very religious sounding. You sure you didn't just make all this up?
Mock me all you want. I know my beliefs to be true.
How do you talk to this Grand Architect? Prayer? Meditation, or what?
You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us.
Doesn't sound like a very motivational religious philosophy. What's there to aspire to?
We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything. The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to Grand Architects ourselves, after a fashion.
Really? How does that work? Tell me more.
Well, First, there's the matter of the secret blood rites and animal sacrifices. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Seriously, though, to truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation.
Alright. Well, Parvati wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut off power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
Well, what do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
I'll need to know a little bit about this book before I agree to this.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
We'll do that first. Well, that's terrifying. Looks like a mechanical Cthulhu. All right. Nah. Ah, God, I can't pick stuff up in this game, I swear. Ooh, that's a good pistol, actually. I'm actually gonna go back and pick up Jeremy. Have him join my crew. Ooh, you're a big boy, aren't you? And now you're dead. Oh, I need to. I forgot to repair my armor while I was in town. Dang it. Ah well. There's always time later. Ooh, LMG. Cool. I can use that. What's the armor at, anyways? Ugh. I'm sure we'll be fine. These marauders won't cause too much trouble. I can make it back pretty quickly. Man, I'm such a fantastic shot. Messages. Alright. Lemon, I find I must disagree with your theories about the Earth Directorate's place in the colonial system. Sadly, as much as I appreciate the board and the new frontier they've opened for us, I believe Halasan and all other colonies in the rim of the galaxy would fall to pieces or war amongst themselves if the Earth Directorate wasn't around to regulate trade and settle disputes. Do you think the corporations would accept the mandated inclusion of an Earth Minister if they had a choice in the matter? Jefferson, of course I'd never dispute that Earth is the heart of the whole colonial system, but the real adventure and independent spirit upon which humankind truly thrives is to be found out there amongst the furthest colonies. I still think you're wrong about the history, though. The discovery of the skip drive was not what gave the Earth Directorate power over the corporations. The high costs of the Great War left them in a weakened state, and the skip drive was simply the extra leverage the Directorate needed to return to power. Alright. There's some lore there. Alright, I just got a letter today. Corporate ordered me to relocate to the Edgewater Cannery, effective immediately. It's a shame. I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop at the community center, selling rare memorabilia, but scripture tells us all things happen for a reason. Work fortifies the spirit and all. As for my book collection, I can't bear to part with it. Don't want those books moldering in some contraband locker, so I stashed them all away in a cave over by the river. Because that's a much more dignified spot for them. What's up here? Didn't see that before. That was useful. I really need to repair my stuff. I also need to find the sheriff in town or something. She can give me some bounties so I can get some money. Might do that after this. I like to do all the side quests before I do the main quest, unless I have to do the main quest in order to do the side quest, so... Don't know where that is, though. Hello?
This is where the magic happens. Well, science. But it still happens. Hey, that's... I mean, if you need it. Okay.
Oh, wait, is this your home? Oh. Wow. Oops. Welcome, Holcomb P. There are currently 3 open trouble tickets. Select an option to proceed. Trouble ticket number 1. Let's see. Steps to reproduce. Turn on engine. Try it again. Kick the loader. Curse injured toes. I have to enter a minimum of 8 steps. Try again. It makes rattling noise. Alright, summary. Failure of main cannery production line at heat processing. Set to reproduce. Start up production line according to schedule S46701A. Observe processing of cans. Follow the first batch to heat processing stage. 1 or more loud popping noises. Smoke. Smell of burned Saltuna. Overheat. Klaxon on monitor 6. Flames jet from the exhaust ports. Automatic shutdown. Maintenance notes. Likely as not, Bess got indigestion from being made to eat something she ain't made to. Again, heading over now. Filed by Miller T. This issue has been open for 0 days. Summary. Damned mechanicals. Status open. Priority low. Priority automatically reset to low by executive lever admin ruled applied by Thompson R. Reason. Trouble ticket filed by Miller L. Steps to reproduce. Look northwise. I said look northwise, blasted useless translator. Near scrap pile. Could be northeast from town, I guess. Observe mechanical. Clanking about all menacing like. See it? It's right there. Maintenance notes. No notes on this ticket yet. Any dialogue from that?
Yeah, huh?
You mentioned something earlier that I wanted to ask you about.
You mean about the mission being too clean?
Isn't it supposed to be clean? It's a church.
I know, but Vickers says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vickers sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
Then why'd you want to talk to him?
Vickers about the only soul in the Vale who spends his time thinking on what is and ain't right. It's just that when he looks at me, I feel I'd disappoint him.
Alright, let's get back to it. Okay. Workbench. Repair. Repair all equipped. There we go. Yeah, tinker. We got the ability to tinker. So, this is how you upgrade your weapons. I don't think we need any upgrading right now, but we're going to modify. Let's see, Magnum. That increases the magazine size. And that makes the damage shock. So we're going to install this mod. Boom, now we got more ammo for that. Can I do anything on this? Oh, that's already got a sight on it, never mind. We'll increase the mag on the rifle too. The rifle's good. For the pistol, it's only got the 1 upgrade. Turn that to zap if I wanted. Modifications. Ooh. Let's see. Armor mod, skill kit, increases your ranged weapon skills. Modifications. +5, that's not bad. Or thug kit. Armor mod, increases your melee, nope. And then backpack, increases your carrying capacity. We're gonna go with the hunter's kit. Boom. Oh, so you can add more than, oh, okay, cool. That's cool. I think that's what's her faces. What level are we? 5? We will upgrade everything to level 5. I don't know what level she is. I think her stuff levels up automatically. So, let's see. That gun's already level 5. Get you 5. That's already level 5. We'll get her stuff up to level 5 as well. There you go. I don't think you're... Are you able to level up past your level? I don't know. I'm not going to test it, but that's all we'll do for now.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing.
That's the general store. Yeah, after we talk to him, I'm going to try to find the sheriff. Hola! Let me just put my gun at you real quick.
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
I got your book right here.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
That book seems a bit more important than you let on.
There is little more important than such a precious, rare text. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Why do you think the book held secrets you were looking for?
Bokonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
What's a philosophist?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bokonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
At least you still have your mission work here to give your life a meaningful purpose.
Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
What's in it for me?
Free spiritual counseling, someone to watch your back, not to mention a grown-up in the party.
I'm 28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a toss-ball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
That all part of your vicar training?
Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my seminary days. Left many an opponent bleeding on the field.
Are you even a vicar? Because you aren't sounding very vicarly right now.
Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied?
How'd you get assigned to prison duty?
Most lay people are not aware of this, but We've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's the long and short of it. So, what do you think?
Sounds good. Let's go.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holman. I'll be glad for the change of scenery and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Awesome. All right. So that should upgrade my armor by 5. Or it should, at least. Alright. Now... let's go to the shop one last time. Actually, no, I said I was going to find not the deputy, the...
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
If I can't talk. Sheriff. Yes. That's the word I'm looking for. I just don't know where to find her. Maybe she's somewhere here in the cannery. Oh, vending machine's cool.
Somebody's been spinning a tale about a lost colony.
No. I've already had a long discussion with her about Eugene, so... Okay. Space Choice property from the Office of Reed Thompson. Symptoms of infection have now reached a critical mass. I've instructed our staff to transform the old domicile into a sick house. Plague is a reality of life on the frontier, and as spacers, we are expected to face up to reality, and the reality is that we do not carry enough medicine to treat all of you. Medical treatment is a privilege, not a right. We must strive every day to demonstrate our worthiness of that privilege. If you find yourself suffering the symptoms of incipient plague, the best thing you can do for yourself and for your family is to don your jumpers and come to work. Work fortifies the spirit. Physical illness recapitulates spiritual weakness. Whatever you say. Yeah, I don't know where I would find the sheriff. Logs. The Edgewater Altoona canning facility strictly adheres to a Spacer's Choice standards of health and safety. Notice, schedule your sick leave with your Spacer's Choice foreman and or supervisor. Be considerate toward other members of the Spacer's Choice family. Allow 2 to 4 weeks to process and approve your scheduled sick leave. Lost hours must be compensated to the company. See Reed if you're having trouble paying for your sick leave. We'll try to arrange wage deductions instead. Remember, work invigorates the spirit. Sickness in the body reflects sickness in the mind, and sickness in the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting with our local vicar. Okay.
Yeah, huh?
Any new dialogue? Nope. Okay, cool. Maybe she's up here with... what's his face? Reed. He sure isn't. Alright. We're just wasting time at this point. Woo! Oh, we're still here. Query, geothermal therapy. Therapy. Can't talk. The Upper Vale region is powered by the Space Choice Geothermal Facility. Space Choice is proud to bring the colonists of Halasan moderately innovative technology at a reasonable price. Space Choice, the best you can afford. Unable to comply, the power regulator unit may not be disengaged while the transformer is active. Transformer shutdown protocol is not operational. In compliance with Space Choice engineering and development policies, shutdown protocols have been disabled on all transformers. This is to prevent illegal tampering, upgrading, or theft of proprietary technology. Warning, please avoid attempting to modify or tamper with Space Choice electrical transformer while the power is active. Doing so may lead to death, catastrophic injury, and irreparable damage to the transformer. Fun. Alright. It may... Well, hang on. Is she the lady that's still at the ship? Don't want to be in here. That might be her at the ship. Well... I think that's... We're gonna go talk to... Adelaide? I think that's her name. Alright. Off we go! Yeah, here's the LMG in case you wanted to know what it looked like. You know, despite this place kind of being crappy, they still have cleaner bathrooms than most bathrooms I've seen in public places. So, they got that going for them.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
I'm looking for Adelaide. I need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Read something about former workers living out in the wilderness.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Trouble with marauders?
You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
You could always go looking for her.
I go looking for Zoe, I leave the camp undefended, seeing as I'm the only one of us who knows her way around the gun. Hence my dilemma.
Any idea where she might be hiding?
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
You snooped around in her room?
Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
Maybe the marauders took her away.
Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. But no useful skill as far as I could tell.
Any chance you could point me somewhere specific and not just out there?
Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere.
How well do you know her?
Well enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
You seem so personable. Can't imagine how you didn't get on with her.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own.
I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Don't worry about it. I'll find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
I'm gonna go around and talk to the people in here before I talk with her. See if I can't get any other quests. Do you guys mind?
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
I'm told one of your numbers gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
Tell me a bit about her.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Was she acting strange before she disappeared?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
What happened on the day she disappeared?
Zoe and I were going to watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found.
What was that about surprising Zoe?
The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was going to surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Alright. Thanks. See you around. Well, today's the day, Zoe. Today's the day you take your destiny into your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the Marauder threat. Bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves by the light of barrel fires. Probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folk like me. Living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adelaine's food, and I've got some spare cans of saltuna. Should last me a couple of weeks if I ration. Got some adrenatime too. Everyone loves adrenatime. Even Marauders, right? I got odds those Marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple of syringes of adrenatime before their eyes. This is going to be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm going to have a whole gang of Marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some Rizzos. Well. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'ams. And would you like others? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake, because I've always hated the cannery, and I don't think I'll ever have to look back to this journal many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, I did hit the veil once, didn't I? Just because I got sick, everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and I grabbed a little too much adrenatime. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps? Oh, but you misappropriate one box of adrenatime and suddenly you're committing larceny. That sucks. Okay. Yeah, unless you have a name, you are of no use to me. Don't worry, I'm not looting or anything. Just looking around. Oh, that was a mistake. Deserter. There are no named people here?
He used to follow me around before he left the cannery. Yeah, huh?
Who's Thomas? Thomas Kemp. Alright.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, things safe out here? How you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'm just trying to get my ship off the ground.
Never heard it phrased in such a way before. Guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we? Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Well, it's never too late to start learning. I could give you a couple of pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. you ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3s. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Well, today's your lucky day, Thomas. I've got one of those data pads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 1. Found it in the community center archives.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Hold on, I've got more for you.
Well, don't keep me in suspense.
The Elusive Part 3. Someone stashed it away inside the old geothermal plant.
The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
I'll let you know if I find any others.
Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
I wanted to ask you something now.
What's on your mind?
How long have you lived here?
Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious.
What were you doing out in the wilderness?
We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go. Mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
Alright, I should go. Alright. Let's tinker with my gear. Level him up to 6. Oops. This one still does. Well, we'll level it up too. Nothing needs repairing. I might hang on to one of these. Give it to companions. Keep the pistol. I actually think... Ooh, I can make it a plasma pistol. We'll do that. That way I can have a plasma... I want to have a plasma pistol because... Plasma does good against creatures. I learned this in loading screen. So what we'll do... Take you out, put you there. So we got 2 of these. So we got that and that. What level is it? Level 9? So it's even better. Okay. You're just a deserter. Okay. We will, we'll go get this last journal, which is here in town. Then we'll travel back, we'll talk to Adelaide, and then we'll go back to the geothermal plant, make our decision. I think I know what decision I'm going to make. I'm going to send it to Edgewater. Prior in my own personal playthrough, I gave it to the Botanical Gardens. and had to kill a lot of people in Edgewater, lowering my stats with them immensely. So I'm hoping that if I give it to Edgewater, I can at least try to convince the deserters to come back, which is why I'm also doing this, so that way, like, my association with them is a lot higher, so that way, when they inevitably do get mad at me, they won't be nearly as mad at me. But it could also not happen that way. We'll find out. Oh, shoot. Wrong side. I love fast traveling. Yeah, see, creatures take extra damage from plasma attacks. Auto mechanicals take extra from shock. So, that's why I want to have one of each. So, in case I encounter people, I have 2 normal damaging weapons. When I encounter creatures, I have a plasma. When I encounter robots, I have a electric. Given they're not the best weapons, but they'll do. It'd be funny at one point I just have all assault rifles and I just level them all. I just give each different ammo.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
Today's your lucky day, Thomas. I've got one of those datapads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 2. Found it in the cannery.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati, I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
Ooh, electro-charged surface. Thanks. Let's see what it is. Alright, this mod stuns and damages melee attackers. This effect has a cooldown. That's actually kind of cool. You know what? We got nothing else on it. We'll put it in. And you know, we'll put this in as well. Boom. Look at that full set right there. That should be an achievement. Did I just break down that LMG? Dang it. Oh well, we'll just break them all down. I had to level up my armor. Forgot. Boop. Boop. Wait. 325. You're welcome, by the way. This is the level. That is her stuff that I'm upgrading, right? Yeah, it is. All right, cool. I forgot your weapons. Didn't mean to do that. I want to go to Tinker. See, that's... Jeez. You're costing me a pretty penny. Just to make sure that you have decent gear. You know that?
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcome here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been fleeting.
Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Reed asks you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. Question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator. I need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Hero to you, maybe.
A hero to the people who matter. To us. To the ones who come around. To the ones you save. Reed will never understand. He has been too long inebriated on the wine of corporate culture. All he sees is productivity, output, profits.
Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
What do you have against people trying to make a living?
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
Whatever you're trying to sell me, I'm not interested. She's just gonna have to come around. At least Reed gave it to me straight. She tried to twist it by using Parvati to convince me, which is some dirty stuff. Yes, life is hard over there, but you're also taking some of their power, and a lot of the people left. I bet if they had more power, and those people came back, I bet things would be a lot easier. Just saying. What a pathetic excuse for a rifle. I gotta hack it. Alright, disarm fences. View recent logs. Alright. Security logs are inaccessible. In keeping with Spacer's Choice Company policy, all security logs have been terminated in the event of a major emergency, catastrophic event, or security breach. Scheduled security updates at this Spacer's Choice facility are critically overdue. Your last scheduled security update occurred on error, date not found. If you are a member of the Spacer's Choice security detail assigned to this location, please turn in your identification for immediate reprimand. Failure to do so may result in immediate reprimand. Alright, here we go. We're about to become a villain in the eyes of some of those people, but it'll be alright. Alright, I don't have all the power going in yet, so I need to run around and find all the switches. Let's see, was it one in here that I'm missing? Yeah, there's one. I think I missed two. Or number two, as in. Not two of them. I just need to remember where it's at. No, I got two. Was it one I missed? I know I missed one of them. It could have been one. Or I could have activated all of them and I'm just confuzzled. Oh, I can get the LMG back. Cool. See, it wasn't for nothing. No, I think I got all three of them. Alright. Then we should be fine. I know.
Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cool. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
see your point. Reed tells me Edgewater's gonna die without workers and power.
That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
I see your point. I think I'm ready to make a decision.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
I'm glad you did. I like hearing from you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Alright. Plant status. Emerald Vale geothermal plant operating at 22% efficiency. Power is currently being distributed to Edgewater Saltuna Cannery Botanical Garden. Redirect power. Safety failures detected. High likelihood of moderate to severe structural damage. Redirecting power is an irreversible procedure. Redirect power to Edgewater. Completely forgot to do their side quest. Whoops. Oh, I gotta leave, that's right. Now I gotta convince him. Hopefully that stuff is all a high enough level so that I can convince them. Ugh. Alright. Yeah, let me... Reputation. Deserters. They're still agreeable. See, Spacer's Choice loves me. Deserters, they're currently at... I'm still friendly to them. See, they even say they're disillusioned workers. Wow. Alright. So... just so we can try to like us a little better, because we're still doing some good stuff to them, we're going to go get that girl. Halcyon Helen. Spencer... Chief of the Savages. Holy crap. What's back here? Energy cell, AP cartridges. Those are mines. Holy crap, I'm glad I didn't run out there. Primal nest discovered. Well, let's pull out this bad boy real quick and deal with him. Tactical shotgun. Oh shoot, wait, what? Oh! Oh, I'm stuck. Yeah, that does more damage. A brain. I just yanked out that thing's brain. Imagine the sound of that. Just... Corporate Commander. Old Reliable. I think that's an LMG, isn't it? Yeah, it's an LMG. Less ammo, but... Oh, it's got... Wait, what? Damage. Magazine size, yeah. Oh, no, never mind. It does more damage. It may be a little slow, but it will last forever. So I think it just shoots slower. I'll break you down. We'll hang on to you just so we have a shotgun. Maybe somebody... Maybe there's a character later on that I made that will need a shotgun. Wink, wink. All right. All right. Easy peasy. Now, if I remember correctly, there are mines out there that I stepped on constantly. Oh, shoot. Let me explore a little bit. Music box. Dude, I got a lot of stuff to sell now when I come in here later. Bypass shunt. Spacer's Corona. Very nice. Is this a door I can open? No, it's not.
I wish I could do that.
Wow, you put those marauders in the dirt quicker than the masked marketeer. Teach me your ways.
Thanks, I guess. Who's the masked marketeer?
Only the most dashing champion of private enterprise ever to don a mask. Until I get my start, that is. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
I need you to clarify something for me.
I'm great at clarifying.
Are you a prisoner here?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
I'm impressed. How'd you pull it off?
them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
How are you even alive?
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
Why did you leave the camp?
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
Alright, there was something else, actually.
I've got all the time in Halcyon.
I've been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
Well, you should go back. People are worried.
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
Stefan's planning to surprise you with an episode of your favorite serial.
Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of The Masked Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is going to be glaring knives at me. I've got that to look forward to.
Take care. What? Oh, shoot, there's still people here. I thought I got everybody. Give me that ammo. Bread noodles. That sounds like an interesting food to eat. Bread noodles. Got any ammo in here? Yeah, you do. Open up. Model spaceship. Man, I really need to go buy a vending machine and sell all the crap that I have. Heavy ammo, light ammo. Another grenade launcher I can sell. Oop. Oh, I almost fell off. Alright. I'm getting a lot of these cards. I don't know what they're for, but I have them. Oh! Not much of a lookout, are you? Oh! Nice shot. I'll break you down so I can get more armor and weapon parts. These poor guys didn't see me coming.
You're fast.
I've already got one of you, so. God, he's missing a head. I shot his head off. It's a powerful rifle to shoot someone's face off. Um. God, I've got so much ammo. It's not even funny. I can't wait to come back. She's like, "You shut down our power, you son of a gun." I was like, "Oh, I found that girl for you." "Oh, thanks. That was real nice of you." Oh, she's not even here. Uh-oh. She's not even here to greet me. Oh, they're all gathered up. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm about to get the talk.
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took
All right.
this thing a little too literally.
What happened? Sprat fell? Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand.
Hey, talk Zoe into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
Something about wanting to be an outlaw. I'd rather not get into it.
You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
I'll keep that in mind. Give me a minute once I'm done talking to your leader about shutting your power down. Don't ask. Boom. Alright. So, are now revering. See, they love me even though I shut their power down. Hey, how's it going? Good? Yeah. Uh-oh.
That's the thing about Rome. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you
Don't you
are.
dare call
Chopped
me
you
a
into
snake.
pieces and
Don't you
roasted
freaking
up
dare
spit.
call me one of those evil creatures.
Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Reed needs his people back.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. You tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
What happened to you, Adelaide? All this anger had to come from somewhere.
My son worked in that camp. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
You know, had you had said that earlier, I might have taken your side. But I'm willing to deal with Reed for you.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or are you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Reed isn't just going to leave his post. I'll need some help convincing him.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, And I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
What happens when you run out of corpses?
Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops.
You got dark. Enough talk. Jeez. It's mine now. Alright. Hey, Thomas.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead.
You won't survive without power. It's time to go back to Edgewater.
I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again.
So don't work at the cannery. You wanted to be an engineer.
You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater, and I'm as good as dead to her.
Why is that?
Adelaide hates Edgewater, hates everything Edgewater stands for, hates what that town does to people, what it did to her. We're the nearest she's got to kin. We go back to Edgewater, we may as well have stuck a knife in her heart.
Stay put. I'm gonna try and talk Reed into stepping down.
You know where to find me.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it.
There's nothing left for you here. It's time to go back to Edgewater.
The matter's been weighing on me. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in? I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Thompson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again.
Thomas told me the same thing.
Edgewater's not just a town to Adelaide. It's a symbol of everything that's wrong with this colony. A big, heartless machine of metal and gears grinding workers down to dust. We're the closest thing Adelaide's got to a family. We go back to Edgewater, she's gonna feel betrayed.
Don't do anything hasty. I'm gonna try to talk Reed into stepping down.
Sure, suit yourself. I'll be here.
Alright. This is gonna be a toughie. I want to really quickly. I'm gonna mix this up. Because she's using her gun too much and it's gonna break eventually and I'm gonna have to repair it for her. Once I convince them, because I'm going to convince them, I'll probably end the stream. I've been going for a couple hours. I'm trying to keep it between 2 to 3 hours. I don't want to go over that because then that, like, it's long, but it's not too long. It's like watching a little mini movie. Starring me. Everyone's favorite. Alright. Of course he's at the top of that dang tower.
think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they weren't very much friends.
Thomas seemed very fond of you.
He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
I've not lately seen a man with a bigger or more obvious crush.
I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst.
My perception's not high enough to do that one yet? Darn.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their post?
I spoke to Adelaide. She won't come back so long as you're here.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am over. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town.
The town's terrified of the plague. Abernathy asked me to steal medicine for him.
I am not without compassion for Abernathy's predicament, but the plague has taken a hard toll on us all. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
Adelaide made it clear she won't return unless you leave.
Unless you can demonstrate to me that we are helpless without her, I see no reason why I should stand down.
Adelaide's found a way to grow food. She'll come back if you step down.
You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
Look, Reed. All I know is that it involves some really complicated math. And it works.
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in the way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
What are your plans?
A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any.
Why not?
No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement.
You won't last a day outside the walls, you know.
I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week.
You don't have to do this, you know.
I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend to crop. She's what this town needs.
Well, this can't be easy for you.
I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
Take care.
Where are we headed?
I don't think he would have taken kindly to finding out that Adelaide's using corpses for the town, so... So do I have to go all the way back to... Do I have to go all the way back to, yeah, okay, we'll just fast travel. Alright.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
Stop calling me that. I talked Reed into leaving. Come back to Edgewater.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
I made a mess of things. I guess I'm trying to set it right.
This don't put us on even footing, you understand. But it is a start. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Take care. Alright. Let's travel back to the ship. I think we're done here.
She is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive line? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
I can understand not wanting to go back. You didn't seem happy in Edgewater.
Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
I'd be glad to have you along. Pick a cabin. It's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Alright. Let's hop on board.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room. Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts?
We'll deal with this later.
Nice.
I wish the ship had a vending machine. Yeah, we'll add that on. That's the site that I like to have. Okay, I'll give her some stuff on her pistol. Don't want to change that to Zap. I like it that way. That one's already got it. That's already full. So let's tinker. Well, to level up my guns, it's gonna cost a lot, so I'm gonna save on that for now. I think they're fine where they're at. And let's talk to the Ada.
I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain?
I have a power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
I'll be back.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I've installed the power regulator.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Alright, let's get out of here. All right.
Communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Good. I've been waiting to hear from him.
Ah, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I've been feeling a little lightheaded. Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kilkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Why do I need a nav key to land on a planet?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, you know, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kalkelly.
What's stopping me from just leaving Halcyon altogether?
Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place. And we can start by reviving the hope.
About this Gladys person. How do I know I can trust her?
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Can't I land somewhere outside Stellar Bay?
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia. And in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Kalkelly.
Fine. I'll go have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
You want to explain what a holographic shroud is?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
People actually fall to this thing? Seems far-fetched.
The beauty is they don't expect it. The shroud is the only one of its kind. We humans have a tendency to overlook the unexpected. Activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? A figure dressed like a fellow employee. Don't act odd. They won't focus on you.
You mentioned this thing has limitations.
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Why do I need a gadget for this? Couldn't I just steal a uniform or something?
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
What? How the hell does a hologram sweeten your breath?
Science, that's how.
I'll put it to good use. Thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. Alright. Welcome to the system map. Here you can see all the planets in the system as well as some special points of interest that you may have discovered. You can fly your ship to any location that you have unlocked, though some landing bays require special codes and keys before they allow you to land there. Moving between planets is considered extremely dangerous, and all employees are encouraged to remain home or at work. Alright, we'll go grab the holographic shroud, and then...
Got a sec?
What?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing this by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
I thought you said you could keep this boat in good repair.
I surely can. I'm a passing fair mechanic. Even Mr. Thompson would have said it's my only skill. But I'm used to working on cannery lines, AG loaders and the like. There's tricks about ships I ain't learned yet. All I'm looking for is a few pointers. I bet a lady who runs a whole station has forgot more than I ever learned.
Sure, we can head over to engineering now.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Did you learn your trade from your father? It sounded like it when you talked to Reed.
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
I don't see the humor.
He meant funny as in odd. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
But you actually are good at this. And you enjoy it.
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up, see it's tomorrow, and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
You didn't like your classes?
There were a whole lot of reading, and not nearly enough doing. Like, before they'd issue you a wrench, they wanted an essay on the design of different wrenches. Then there'd be quizzes on company regulations for storage and maintenance of wrenches.
What did you do in your time off?
As soon as I got permission, I spent all my time in the machine shop. They had all manner of parts, but they didn't want me using them, so I had to sneak them sometimes. I even slept in there. Had a hammock tied up in the rafters. Before I left, I installed a little skylight for myself, so I could see the stars.
Build anything fun?
When an engine came in, I'd strip it down and rebuild it. I mostly built for myself. Custom tools, little mechanical critters to talk to. When my roommates tried to talk, I'd get so nervous I'd be drenched in sweat. It was easier for everybody when I stayed up in my room. I doubt any of them remember me now.
After school, you moved straight back to Edgewater?
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big old hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. I made a little grunt when I squeezed.
Did you get much time with them after you got back from school?
About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
Alright. Break time's over. Oof.
Captain Hawthorne used to be more dashing.
Guess it's like my chest. Messages for Alex Hawthorne. Under messages. Alright. Oh, I forgot to mention in my previous message. Silly me. I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures of Singularity Steel. It's about a dashing space pirate with a heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly board-approved, so don't you go showing it around to your spacer buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to a certain someone are entirely intentional. Wink, wink. Logs. Shrink Ray. Note to self, remember this later. No better. Ada. Remind me weekly to check this log until I tell you to stop. Yes, I mean continually. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you even ask me that? Back to my points. I saw in actuality, with my own 2 eyes, a sublimely powerful weapon in Wells' lab, just sitting there for the taking. If the gray hair were to look away or forget about it, maybe. Or if I had asked a smidgen more nicely. He called it a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test that claim after I lost my temper. Said he was inspired to create the thing by the achievements of other scientists who dared to push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. I had heard rumors of fantastical weapons like this one, weapons that push the boundaries of the mind and science cutting edge, but I figured they were just stories, to be honest. Laying eyes on Wells' shrink ray firsthand is enough to make a fellow wonder if there's more to the rumors. More to be had. The last time I got sloshed, imbibing at the lost hope on the Groundbreaker. Udom was really free with the drinks. He seemed like an okay fellow. I shamelessly but subtly eavesdropped on 2 Mardits yammering about a mad scientist some years back who claimed he'd made a huge discovery that would change the fate of the colony. Like none of us had ever heard that before. But here is the good part. The Mardets said the mad scientist kept yelling about the hammer's power, or something similar. A strange weapon with a special power created by a crazy lab coat? Sure fits the bill. It could be another one of those weapons inspired by Wells. Why won't Wells just give me the shrink ray? Blast him to the depths of the labyrinth on Tartarus and back? Or back, that's an exclamation point. Let the record show, I did apologize for shouting him down 5 times. But Architect be damned, it's just sitting there, neglected and gathering dust. I should have commandeered it and thanked him without asking permission or breaking up expensive equipment when he said it wasn't ready yet and that even if it were, he couldn't entrust it to someone like me. What does that even mean, I ask? That I'm not trustworthy enough? That I'd use it to wipe out the good, hard-working folks of the colony like some sort of moralist psycho? I'll admit to maintaining some questionable associates, but I follow a strict code for myself, and mine. What's not to respect in that? Exactly. Now I have to wait until Wells forgets or thinks he's misplaced it. In the meanwhile, I have been tracking down additional rumors pertaining to others of these science weapons throughout Halcyon. If gossip holds true, my next step will be to fall back with the black market merchants on the Groundbreaker and in Fallbrook. Whew, that's a lot.
Make yourself at home, Captain.
Alright, holographic trap. The holographic trap projects a disguise on you and your companions that gives you access to restricted areas, providing you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off-limits and unauthorized personnel otherwise result in being attacked on sight. Alright. We got it. Is it in weapons and armor? Maybe it's in stealth. Yeah, it's in stealth. Oh yeah, we gotta deal with him now too. Alright, for you, we're gonna replace that. Look at it. Oh man. Say, what kind of damage does this thing do? 9 by 12. I don't know the math there. I'm sure the shotgun does better, but I kind of want to see him use this bad boy. Alright. We'll just upgrade your base health as well. Alright. Well, that's going to be it for right now. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. Thanks to the one person that watched it. Hannah, if you're watching this again, thanks for watching. All of you post-stream watching this, thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll probably stream it again sometime later, either tonight or Tuesday. We'll see. I just want to get more of this game in, so can't wait. See y'all then. Bye-bye.